Okay, so the movie starting. The Ring was made for imbeciles. I mean, it's great, but it's also a really bad movie. It doesn't have story or even scary moments. It's a horror movie, but it doesn't matter really because look at it. It's just fucking awful. The scenes are just abysmal. I think the urban youth would say. I mean, it's gonna start as a normal movie. It always starts like a normal movie. Somebody bamboozles the other one. I mean, just the idea of friends watching a movie together is just pointless. I mean, who has friends these days? Everybody's just on Facebook and everybody's just awful. They're talking about nightmares. Nobody would start a conversation like that. Don't, don't, just don't do it. I'm drinking a beer, so it's fine. What? 7 days? I thought it was 30 days. 30 days? I mean, there are 30 days in a month, right? It should be 30 days. It should be like 30 days, and then they would have time to prepare, like Home Alone. Home Alone, a glorious movie. Nothing better than Home Alone. Home Alone is for thinkers, for for geniuses. They create imagination. This movie is just awful. Now they're talking about a movie that doesn't exist for both of them. Obviously, the movie has to have some sort of back and forth. You know, somebody wants to scare somebody else. Of course, they're faking it. That's logical progression of a masterpiece. Masterpieces, they don't come. They come, but once a year. Okay, somebody was bamboozled, obviously. And if I know this movie, which I do, I watched it like 10 years ago. If I know this movie, which I do, which I do, which everyone does, something is going to happen, but nothing is going to happen. It's going to be a fake out, which is obvious. And I just want to know how many times will there be a back and forth with those girls? White phone, come on. That's a little bit racist. I always had a black phone. It's crazy. Ah, don't do it. Uh oh. Uh oh. The boogeyman called. Fuck. 30 days. You only have 30 days to order the pizza, the pepperoni. Oh, it's mom, obviously. Like I said, back and forth. It's look. The problem is with back and forth. Just everybody is just awful. Somebody's gonna be no. I guess that's not gonna happen. But it should. I mean, probably won't. And it didn't. It's fine. What is that? A watered down juice? Are they so poor They have watered down orange juice in the fridge in a pitcher, nonetheless. They have a pitcher of watered down orange juice. They are so poor. I mean, the budget wasn't high for this movie. Obviously, the original Ringu was better. It was Japanese or Chinese. I think it was Japanese. But they had a solid budget, probably like 60 million, probably. It's an old movie, so probably not. But they're really poor. Have you seen the remote? The remote was like a universal remote for poor people. It's obvious. She's too close to the TV. She's too close. She's too close. She's gonna get migraines and cancer. It's, I mean, she's probably she probably has life insurance, so it's fine. What? Somebody or something just opened up the fridge door. I mean, it can't be done without special effects. It's really, don't go upstairs. I think you saw a movie before. I mean, you just talked about it like 5 minutes ago. I mean, 6 minutes ago maybe. Uh oh, uh oh, somebody made a doo doo. Not good. Somebody somebody clogged the fuck on fuck out of that toilet. Don't step in it. It's pee. Just don't do it, girl. It's cold. Just don't do it. It's fine. No, no, don't go in there. Oh, fuck. That was that was a thing. Yeah. What a great edit. You just thought it was like the ring, but no, he was drawing the sun. Another really great sun. I mean, when I was young, I always draw a sun with eyes and mouth and everything because you know how do you know what how do you know that the sun isn't smiling? I mean, it's obvious. I mean, I watched Teletubbies forever. It's just an awful drawing. I mean, don't. He's 5 or 11. I'm not sure. He, he'll wait in the car. Yeah, sure. What? Take a walk to observe trees? No, 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 no. Take a walk to observe trees? That's impossible. That's impossible even for me. Today we will take a walk to observe trees and then rest. Yeah, because I guess you're exhausted. Little kids could be exhausted. So I guess it's a real movie and it's a real good movie. I mean, for now, just I would just say maybe a masterpiece. I'm not sure, but this girl actress, the white one, obviously, I think I know her. It's not it's not Witherspoon without her with Reese, the Reese girl. Oh fuck! Oh fuck! He draw this? I mean, it's not that good. It's not that good. I'm, I'm just gonna say it's not that good. I mean, he's 5 or 12. I'm not sure. I mean, I think before She said she's gonna poke someone's eye out. I'm not sure which character, but I think that the child deserves it. What? No. What are you looking at? It's just rain. I mean, are you a baby? Don't look at him. The rain is just falling down hard. I mean, come on, just don't do it. What? Don't look at a road. It's dangerous driving, in a rainstorm. It's doesn't help to watch your baby child doesn't even know how to draw. Jesus Christ. I mean, this movie has so much plot holes. It's not even funny. What what you just sat on the bed. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, they're talking about the birds and the bees, but the dying edition. The dying edition is always great. Yeah, you're gonna die. Well, by the way, a great bowl cut. I like the bowl cut. It's simple. You just take out the bowl that, well, it's just just a bowl, and then you cut around it. I mean, the movie doesn't really fill the plot holes that it has. Yeah, every child wants his door closed. Come on, come on. I've seen a movie before. Oh wow, a great poop machine the girl has. Have you seen the black dress? Whoa, 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 whoa. Stop the movie. Stop the movie. Pause it. What? What? The child? That come on. It's just unrealistic. The child, the child tied his own tie on. That's impossible. I mean, he's like 5 or 15. Children in America grow differently than here. What? That's just impossible. That's trickery. That's is we we've been bamboozled. That's not correct. I mean, look, when I first put on a tie, I was like 50 or 26 for a funeral, a wedding. It's basically the same thing. It's basically the same thing. He put on his own tie at the age of 2. I mean, I think he's 2. I'm not sure. Drugs? Probably not. I mean, it's not realistic. I mean, the young child put a tie on just for show, but he didn't do it. What? Grapes? Look. Slow down the movie. Grapes and wine in the same shot. Now here you see the brilliance of the filmmaker, the director, the director. It is brilliant. It is subtle, but you see his wheels turning in his head. You see the wide shot. I can stress the point enough. I mean, it's obvious that he knew what he was doing. You see the wide shot, and then grapes and wine. What? Wine is created from grapes, and grapes are the main ingredients for wine. It's so good. It's so good. The movie should have its own star on the street. I mean, I don't know what it's called, but had his own star on the street, on the pavement. You know, the movie knows. I mean, the real filmmakers are the true nature of our beings, and and we know that the grapes, the grapes and wine. It's such a good metaphor. Such a good metaphor for 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 people that are alive and dead. Wine is a dead grape, and we're at a funeral. This is so one of a kind. I mean, I think yeah, I think that this movie is going up there. Is going beyond the measurement of great movies. I mean, sometimes you think about Tarantino and Scorsese, but they don't think as much. They don't believe you will handle it. This movie this movie just sometimes this movie. I mean, you have to be a genius to just see it, to just to just remember that something like this is possible. Okay, let's go back to the movie. I trailed off. The guy, the child, could not have tied a tie around his neck so perfectly as he did. I mean, it's just not possible. It's not fair to other kids because we tried when we were younger, and it didn't work because we what the fuck we didn't know what we were doing, and he didn't know. He must be a supernatural being, which they didn't address at first. I mean, probably I don't know. This movie is just this movie is just ahead of ahead of our time. It's not. I don't know what's going on really. It shouldn't be like this. I mean, the movie has a lot of plot holes because because the basic movie thing about this shit that is the movie. I mean, it's masterpiece, but it's really different. Is that the girl comes she comes out. I mean, you guys, I think you don't know the story about this movie. The girl comes out of the TV. Firstly, that's just wrong because I mean it cannot happen. It was created like 2002, and at that time we didn't have 3D players. I mean 3D. I mean the girls in the movie they don't even have 3D glasses. Uh, just impossible. I mean we all know who invented 3D was God, but who invented the 3D television, we all know it. I think we all know it. It was Stephen Hawking. But even Stephen, my friend Stephen, he's in a wheelchair. I think he's dead now. But I mean, I think he's dead. He didn't think about 3D glasses at that time the film was made. It's just impossible for him to do that. I mean, he's smart, but he's really smart, but he's not that smart. It's, I mean, the movie is just unrealistic, and it's fine. It's unrealistic. I mean, ghosts they exist, and they know that they should haunt, hood everybody. But it's just unrealistic about that part. I mean, and nobody can crawl out of a TV without you having. either one, 3D glasses, or just plainly and simply 3D television, which in that time nobody produced it. I mean, it was Sony. I think Sony was the first company that invented 3D TVs. I mean, when you think about it, and it's really simple. They just couldn't do it. Look, the movie is not about the crawling girl. It's not about scaring people. It's not about. It's about family. Family is everything. You have to control your family. I think that that's the most important thing. Look, it's just impossible. This movie is ahead of its time. You have to be your imagination has to be so good. Your genius level, IQ level, like mine, obviously mine. It has to be it has to be on top. It has to be like 100 and 30, 100 and a million to understand this movie. This movie is just it's I mean it's just it's just a masterpiece. I mean, but we don't get it. I saw this movie Tenet. I mean Tenet. I watched it in these Corona times, and it was fucking easy. But this movie, come on, have you seen the boy tying on tying his own tie? It's just impossible. It's ahead of our time, and because it's ahead of our time, we're not gonna get it the first time we watch it. We never will. It's impossible. Okay, so we're in a 20-minute mark. The movie on its own is very scary, obviously, but the movie is like 1 hour and 30 minutes long, which is like 60 minutes, maybe 75 minutes. I'm not gonna judge if I don't get the math correctly. What we watched right now, it's basically a copy of every 20 minutes of the movie. It just doesn't make sense. I mean, at the end, it's just what? Nobody cares really because the movie it's not great. The movie takes too much time to develop. I mean, 20 minutes, and I just the the most scariest part was the guy, the boy, aka he tied his own tie on. That was probably the scariest thing in the movie for me. Everything else is the same. I mean, it's not scary at all. And we should think about this movie for what it is. It's a really good it's a really good thriller who embodies horror. And it's of course a remake, so that's never good. So I will give it um, a 6 out of 5, out of 15, out of no. The real thing is I will give it a 7 out of 10.